What's up guys, it's your creative friends and this is a very special minifigure map episode. Now oftentimes we review a bunch of minifigures all at the same time just to kind of get a bunch up on the map and kind of give you an overview, but we were sent a very special minifigure and I believe that this deserves its own show altogether. So I'm going to show you the minifigure and of course we will do a zoom in on this. And one thing you'll notice right off the bat is there's no printing on this minifigure. And there are a couple of other unique things that we'll get to when we zoom in. Well, I'm gonna read the letter that this came with, just to kind of put this in perspective. It says, "Dear YCF, my YouTube username is Brickzar," and we're gonna put a link to his channel in the description. Really cool channel, a lot of vintage minifigure reviews, and also some new stuff sprinkled in. That's Brick, BRICKTSAR. is the YouTube name. It says, "This is a really cool idea you had. If you get this before you reach 25, please save my gift for someone else." Which is also really nice. Kind of, you know, letting someone else win a poly bag or some other prize that we come up with. So now I'll be the first 26 people guaranteed a prize. You have an awesome channel. My channel is also about Lego. I like old Lego sets, so I'm sending you a minifigure from my childhood. One of the original minifigs that didn't have a face or movable limbs. Thanks, Joseph from Georgia. This is from a set that was made in 1976. Now back then, they called these LEGOLAND minifigures. So I'll tell you what, we'll just get right to the zoom in and then I'll give you a little bit more history about this minifigure and why minifigures like it are so special. So let's zoom in. Well, here is our vintage original LEGOLAND minifigure sent to us from Brickzar. And absolutely no printing on this minifigure whatsoever, but the first thing you will notice, well, there are a couple of things. One, well, we'll just start with the torso, the blue torso. And it kind of looks like there are defined shoulders, and maybe you can say that his hands are tucked into his pockets, if you want to be a little creative. But other than that, you know, there are no movable arms. So here's just a standard minifigure, so you can see how they progressed, because we have arms here. And on the LEGOLAND minifigure, no arms. Additionally, the legs were made from a piece that looks like this. Now they stopped making this piece, I believe, in sometime in the 80s. But this exact minifigure was from a hospital set. So if you want to look it up, and I'll also put a link in the description, but set 555 Hospital was the LEGOLAND theme set where the parts for this minifigure came from. So there were several of these minifigures in that set, and I think this is a combination of a couple of those, where we maybe have, you know, the legs from one, if you want to call them legs, and torso from another. The other thing to point out, I'll show you the torso. Now that set was from 1976. So you can see it says Lego there, and just a very small neck piece. The minifigure head is also different than the ones we're used to today, because it's printed, it says Lego up there. And I'll just show you what the differences are. Now those heads are still compatible with today's minifigure heads, right? Except the difference is there is a hole there, and the reason there is a hole is because if this piece was swallowed, air would still be able to flow through the minifigure head. Where here, well, it wouldn't be able to flow all the way through. So it was a safety was the reason that they changed it. But you can also see, if you just want to compare torsos, that the neck is significantly longer on the new minifigures. Now the old head, here's the old head, will still fit on the new minifigures, although you probably wouldn't use it because it's completely blank. So this is before they began directly printing. Remember, a lot of the old minifigures, you know, would have decals, would have stickers, and today really everything is printed on. So I hope you like this trip down Lego memory lane. I think we all learned a little bit from Brixar and the minifigure that he sent. We can't wait to get this minifigure on the map. Now, if you're interested in owning some of these vintage minifigures, we did some looking around, and you can find the set that this came from on Bricklink. There are only about 8 of them listed, and they range anywhere from, I think it's like 40 or 50 bucks all the way to several $100s based on, you know, if you wanted a complete set, if you wanted a set that's brand new in the box, you pay differently based on that. If you're a collector and you want a brand new one in the box, you know, over $300 for a brand new set. That includes several of these LEGOLAND minifigures. All right, guys, let me know in the comments what you think about this old, classic, vintage, original LEGOLAND minifigure. I'll be checking the comments and replying back to you. Also, we set up our mailing list, our insiders mailing list. So if you want to be a YCF insider, we're going to create a special video every month that only YCF insiders will have access to. We'll email you a direct link that you won't be able to find anywhere else unless you're a YCF insider. There's a link in the description so you can sign up. Just need your email address. Not going to spam you or anything like that. Just let you know when we post videos. And check out Brixar's channel. If you're into old or just want to get a history on what some of the older Lego sets look like, some older Duplo sets, and the minifigures associated with them. So cool. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you want to participate in the Minifigure Map Project, all of the details are in the description below. Help us fill this map by sharing these videos with your friends and other family members. And we'll see you next time on Your Creative Friends. Stay creative. Peace. Here's a better look at the gate. So we do get these leaf pieces, some flames, and these larger, lighter green leaf pieces up top. What I really like about this set are the statue type pieces that go on top of the boulder